Come Dine With Me is a Channel 4 television programme where couples cook and compete against each other, hosting a dinner party to battle it out for that £1,000 cash prize. And with me in the studio is Corinne McCabe, Head of English at Walsall Studio School, who is a contestant alongside her fiancé, Dal. Welcome and congratulations, because you actually came first place, didn't you?
We did, yeah. Although it was close, only by points, I think. But yeah, we did.
But you still came first, that's what it's about. And what was your experience like?
Do you know, it was an amazing experience. The crew were professionals, the cooking and the company was great fun. It was, I think we'll take it to the grave with us, you know, really good experience.
Is it what you expected it to be like?
I think it was. It was a little bit more manic. The schedule was very kind of gruelling, and Dal and I were working at the same time as well, so trying to fit it all around work was tough. But it was great fun.
Now, I was watching bits of it and I was looking at you cook, and there was pastry involved, there was cheese involved. Talk us through your menu.
Well, it's a competition, you know, so...
push the boat.
Yeah, push the boat. So show off and try and show some technical skill.
Yeah.
So I thought pastry is always a winner because it can, you know, it can go really wrong, can't it? Or it can go very well. And thankfully, touch wood, it went well for us. So we did a goat's cheese and red onion tarts to start with, and then a burgundy lamb shank with roasted mashed potato and seasonable vegetables, and then a polenta citrus cake. Yeah, which sounds really odd, but actually it really worked with a Cointreau mascarpone on the side. So yeah.
It must have been good if your guests enjoyed it and you came first place. So.
Well, yeah. The proof is in the eating,
and you also, you trialled that pudding out, didn't you, with your students? What was their response?
I did, I brought it in and they really enjoyed it actually. So if it was good enough for them, it was good enough for the dinner guests.
That's great. Yeah. And also, when you watch Come Dine With Me and you see contestants cooking in the kitchen, they're like, oh, it's the first time I'm trying this out. It's the first time I'm cooking this. I mean, is that really true? Is that something that you said when you were in the kitchen, or was it a dish that you had to practice beforehand because you didn't want to risk it? You wanted to get it spot on?
I think those that do it for the first time are really brave. I wasn't that confident. You know, we thought we needed a run through. The tart that we'd done for starters, we'd made that lots of times, so he was quite confident with that. The lamb in a bag, wasn't sure. Chicken in a bag works, so we thought, you know, we'll give that a try. And actually, it was beautiful. And the dessert was a really good friend's recipe, actually, and it worked a treat for us. But I think have a run through, yeah.
So on the night, you were feeling somewhat confident.
Quietly confident.
Confident. And did you think that you'd win?
Again, I think we were quietly confident. You know, we love food, we love socialising, and we thought, you know, this is an opportunity to do the two things together. Normally, when we put our mind to something together, we do well. So.
I think power couple.
Well, yeah, you know, we wanted to win, that's for sure.
Yeah, and talk us through your role. So Dal's was more so the hosting side of things, and I know you were head-on focused in that kitchen.
Yeah, I definitely wear the apron in the kitchen. But Dal, you know, is a fantastic commie chef, and he did follow instructions really well. He's not normally so agreeable, but he did a cracking job, actually. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And was there any point in the evening where you just got stressed out, like thought to yourself, what on earth am I doing? I've got hungry guests, and it all got a bit too much? It
was difficult to manage the crew's need to film and the timing with the food, because I am a perfectionist when it comes to food, so I wanted everything piping hot, I wanted the plates hot, and timing is everything in cooking. But obviously you can't just get on with the cooking. There's right, Corinne, how do you feel about this? Dal, could you just comment on this? Oh, no, my tarts are burning. Well, my plates are going cold.
So did you say no to them, or did you just kind of handle both?
I haggled with them, and I think they had to have a haggle with me. Yeah.
And are you happy with the outcome when you were watching it on TV? How did you feel? It's me cooking.
We were so scared because you don't get to preview the show. So it went out nationally, and that was the first time that we were seeing it as well. So we didn't know how kind the edits were or were not, as the case may be. But it was really odd seeing yourself on television, and our little boy was like, Mummy, Daddy. It's lovely.
Oh, that's sweet. And what was the response like from your family and your friends? Obviously, you were talking about your son there. What were the students here? What was their response like?
I think the students loved it because they did some of the filming at school in their classroom.
Oh.
So that was lovely.
Wow.
Obviously, they'd eaten the cake.
Yeah.
So, we've tried. Oh, that's my English teacher there. And it was nice to involve them in that because they are such a big part of me and of us, so...
Oh, fantastic.
Lovely.
And also, when you see the guests, so they come into your house, your flat, I mean, is that the first time you actually see them when they walk through, or do you have an icebreaker beforehand?
No, literally, that is the first time. And they're normally kind of standing around in the lounge having a drink. That's the first time you're meeting them.
How did you feel when you met them for the first time?
I think it had been so stressful filming and cooking throughout the day that I was just really relieved that they were there and actually we could get the party kind of started. And we were really fortunate with the guests that we had. They were lovely couples.
And it seemed like you got on very well.
Oh, we all did, and we had such fun. It was great fun.
And do you still keep in contact with them now?
We're in touch on social media. I'm quite keen to arrange, I'd love to see them again, but I don't know now that they've seen some of the comments we made. I don't know whether they'd be so keen to.
Oh, well, no. So why did you decide to enter Come Dine With Me with Del?
We just really like entertaining, love to cook, love good food, good company, and we thought, why not? It'd be fun.
And Dave Lamb, now he's a great narrator, isn't he? But he's not actually present when the filming happens, is he?
No, not in person, but in spirit. And as you're kind of making mistakes, you can kind of hear Dave Lamb, all the kind of things that he might be coming out with. Yeah. A little voice in your ear.
So you're kind of cautious in every action that you take.
Yeah, because he could rip me on there, take the mick there. Like, you can almost hear him. Yeah.
But watching it back, were you happy with the comments that he made?
I thought he was really kind, actually. Thanks, Dave.
And how long did the night last for? So when does it all happen? When do the guests come over to when they actually leave?
So, we filmed on our night, the first night. It was a whole day affair, like really from 7 in the morning till 2 the next morning. Guests arrived, I think it was about 6 o'clock, and they didn't leave till 2 a.m.
Wow, and you were still working, weren't you?
We were. In fact, it got so late, the crew were like, just go to bed, we'll lock up, and finish up here. And they did, bless them, and they even loaded the dishwasher. So.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. And in terms of preparation with the food, doesn't that take up most of the day? It's quite hefty, isn't it? You've got to organise, you've got to prep, you've got to make sure everything runs on time. How long did the preparation of the food take?
I'd started the day before. And of course you've got to do the shopping and the the kinds of sorting things out, and it was time consuming.
Did you have to write the menus down and the methods and stick it on the wall if need be in case you forget something?
I did have to write
that
things
Dave Lamb
down.
voice.
Yeah, and I mean we had kind of canapes as well to start with, the drinks and cocktails to contend with, and it is a lot. It's really full on.
Oh, fabulous. And the other food that the contestants made, did you enjoy the food that you were eating?
Do you know, actually, hands on heart, I really did, but I'm a big foodie anyway, so there's not a lot I don't like.
Yeah.
Dal really struggled because he's quite a fussy eater.
Oh.
That didn't really come across too much, but he didn't eat the duck. He doesn't do seafood, and bless the couples, they had tried to kind of accommodate him, but he's just a bit of a pain.
He just couldn't eat it, could he?
No, he struggled, especially with the duck, because he just never touched duck.
Oh, and what was your favourite meal throughout the whole experience? What was apart from yours, what was your favourite meal?
I think the meal on the last night was Adele and James's menu was beautiful, and she'd made some gorgeous rosemary bread that was just delicious. All of the dinners were really nice.
Oh, fantastic. And what were the social dynamics like? Did everyone get along?
They did just seem to hit it off. There was a little bit of tension between Jack, who's a bit of a Jack the lad, and James on the first night. They seemed to kind of clash in personalities. And Dal and I just kind of sat back and watched that unfold. I think just thankful that it wasn't one of us that was clashing with another couple. But they ironed it out, and I think kind of made amends really the second and third night.
Oh, fab. And some say it's staged. What do you make of this? Is it staged? Do they tell you what to do, the producers, or is it more so natural, free-flowing?
I'd say it's a mixture of both, actually. Obviously, we're not professional actors. You know, they're just everyday people, the contestants, and so you don't always know how to film and what to say and where to stand. And so from that point of view, it is framed. But I think they try to keep it as free-flowing as possible.
And what was your biggest highlight of the experience itself?
I'd say it has to be Jack. I mean, he was such a character, and he had us in stitches from the minute he walked in until the last night, really. He was hilarious.
And would you go on Couples Come Dine With Me, the winners, if they asked you to go on?
Do you know, I would. I'm not sure that Dal would be so keen, but I would, definitely, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Corinne, thank you ever so much for being my guest on Big Centre tonight. Well, that's all from you for tonight, but it's time to take a quick break now.